Take the most amazingly talented team of 12 players in the country right now. If they replace the worst player on their roster with you, and you would be inspired to work harder than you are now because of the opportunity, then the fact you aren't working that hard now is one of the reasons you can't make that team in the first place. Imagine the toughest game atmosphere. Now imagine if that was the only basketball you ever knew. Like growing up in New York, you'd either be forced to quit or adapt. So be grateful for the times that are too hard to handle, and seek to have as many of those moments as you can find. Within just a 5-minute stretch of a game, players are more focused and exhausted than in any 1 hour of practice. Herein lies the shortcut to greatness. The greatest become the greatest by not differentiating between practices and games. Players should put as much effort into a simple drill as they put into the last minute of a championship game. Hey, how you guys doing, man? John Sanders here with Limitless Soup. I am here on a Friday night, TGIF, y'all. If you don't know what TGIF means, it means something old people say. All right? I'm not real quite sure. It has something to do with Urkel. If you don't know who Urkel is, you look that guy up. Basically, he's a black dude with glasses. He was like the coolest guy in the 90s. And yeah, we had TGIF. Thank God it's Friday television, and like the whole family sat around on Fridays. It was the only time that we ever got together as like a nation. We all watched TV. It was like 4 shows, and it kind of changed throughout the years. But one of them was Urkel, our Family Matters. All right, and this guy was a nerd, black guy, and it was a funny show. So yeah, you little kids don't know anything. Okay. Anyways, what's up, Connor Rush? Hello, Alina Wong. We got Connor's birthday coming up here. I saw that on the main screen in like 20 days. Are we gonna be in Houston during your birthday? Wait a minute. No, we're not. Are we? Wait, let me see. Almost. We come back the day before your birthday. Oh, that's crazy. Maybe we can go to like a place for a birthday party on like, no, if we win. If you guys win in Houston, I would take you to an all expenses paid birthday party. The whole team, all on me. And yes, we are playing in the top 75 division in Houston. Yes, but if you guys win the whole tournament, you know what? I'm flying us to Hawaii for your birthday. It's done. I said it. It's a deal. All right, Alina, you want to come too? All right, show up. All right, anyways, let's start off. We got some news real quick. Sunday shooting switched again to 6 p.m. All right, because now they have the adult league spreading out to like 7 or something like that. I don't know. But we have to like be on the court, and then like as soon as our practice is done, we are like off because they want to start their game. So, yeah, but our shooting days are kind of like a little bit more relaxed, so we can definitely take care of that. We can finish up with like the 3-point contest, and then maybe like do some shooting like mechanic stuff on the side, so we can give them like 5 minutes to warm up, so we don't have to hot dog the whole hour, just so that they allow us in the gym longer. All right, and again, this is like we're playing like a political game with this one, okay? I know they probably watch my show too. What's up, Jim? Hey, Sport Access, how you guys doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Anyways, stop watching for a second. So yes, we are manipulating the situation, all right, by like just kowtowing to like their small requests here and there, so that when it comes down to it, we've never done wrong by them, so they can't do wrong by us. So they end up giving us a ton of time, and we've done that the entire time. That's which is why we're able to have the gym all day Saturday and stuff like that. And like, you know, a lot of that stuff is like discounted, which is fantastic. Speaking of that, we also have, let me think, we have games that Sunday. 8 and 10 for the small kids. You guys will legitimately be playing against other third graders, even though you're first and second. But it's close enough this time, okay? And then 11 o'clock, we have our middle school section with the maybe 5, 6, 7th grade, something like that, 4th grade, 3rd grade. Whoever wants to play against some 6th and 7th graders, come on in. All right, shoot on by. Unless you're older, you don't play down. And then we have our high schoolers at 2 o'clock that day, and we're playing in the JV division. They just threw us in that one, and there's some pretty big kids. Last year there was some like guys like Duncan and stuff like that, so heads up for that. We would love for our girls to come out because we got another new girl named Story. All right, that's her actual name. It's not like a nickname where you're like, oh, does this chick like telling stories or something like that? Tell me a story. Probably don't say that to her because she's probably heard that a ton of times, which means I'm probably going to say that to her at some point in time. It is what it is. All right, but not only do we have her, we also have 3 brothers who are joining. All right, and I talked about them last time. It's Wyatt, Billy, and Jesse. All right, and if you recognize those 3 names, let me know in the comment section. Wyatt, Billy, and Jesse. I haven't asked, but I'm pretty sure that their dad likes this particular sort of thing. Okay, if you know what they were named after, put it in the comment section. Not for any coins or anything like that. Just so I can know that I'm not alone in thinking this. Because I think they were obviously named after this. When I see them tonight, I will ask them and they will tell you, yes, our dad loves this, which is why he named us after this. Again, it's Wyatt, Jesse, and Billy. All right, not Bill, Billy. Specifically, Billy. Wyatt and Jesse. Yeah, they were definitely named after this, and it's so weird. It's kind of funny. All right. And then we also have another person joining tonight as well. So we have 5 total people. The 5th person is Wesley with a T. So Westley. I don't know how he wants you to pronounce it. Maybe just West, maybe Dub Spot. I have no idea, but he's a 9th grader coming in. All right. The other 2 were 7th and 6th graders. Story is like a junior or sophomore. And Wesley came for his first event ever. Just signed up for it. He came to the morning boot camp. And there were 5 others there. And Aiden, Austin, Noah, Jake, and person I'm missing. It's always someone I'm missing. Oh, Gavin. All right. And he made it through the whole workout. About like 15 minutes in, he was like, yeah, this is no joke. And then by the end, he survived it, and he goes, it got a little bit better toward the end, and he goes, the altitude is very, very hard for me because he said he just moved here a month and a half ago from Florida. So he said that the altitude was the hardest part, but he was hyped and looked pretty decent. Not terribly tall, but he's taller than like most. And he joined after he did the boot camp, which says something about him. And he's another player that wants to be a college player, willing to go all out. Says that his club team in Florida was extra hard, and that's what he liked about it. Because the coach was no joke. The coach went hard. Like he pushed us so much. From the first 5 minutes of our boot camp, he was like, "Yeah, this is tougher." So he definitely recognized it. So he's hyped, and we'll see what he's made of, and we'll see what we're made of. All right. Comment section. What we got? I locked it up. Is it Red Dead Redemption? It is like that. Wyatt Earp, Billy the Kid, Jesse James is what my mama said. Okay, yes, it is not Wyatt Earp, Wyatt Earp. But yes. Your mom is very, very smart. She is so astute. Yes. I've never played that game, so I don't know. So Red Dead Redemption is like a Western game. So yeah, it's probably that. I'm guessing. Yeah. So like, I don't know. I've only seen Red Dead Redemption mocked on South Park. I don't really know the game, but I assume it's a Western game, and yes, it has to be those 3 names. That's way too weird. So if they have another kid, they're gonna name him Doc Holliday. I'm guessing. It's very, very strange. All right. Wait, what is it? Yeah, Red Dead Redemption are the names. It's what Connor said. It's Wyatt Earp, Billy the Kid, and Jesse James, baby. All right, there are outlaws. Let me think. Actually, were they all outlaws? I think so. I do know that. I do know that Billy the Kid. I looked this up in the dictionary when I was like younger because I'm a nerd. He started robbing cattle when he was like 19 and murdering people. Okay, not good. But he died when he was 23. I'm not saying what he did was great, but in 4 years, that dude became a legend. Can we not do stuff with our life? Come on, dude. If Billy the Kid can do all that, man, we might as well do something for the good. All right. Is that it for my little intro? It is it. And let's get to the story of the day because this one's a very, very important one to me. All right. A very, very important one. Please watch this story of the day. I think it's one of the best, I don't know, like stories? No, just like the best things that we should think about in our lives, I suppose. All right, watch it.
Players who are constantly late and are players who have trouble paying attention have larger consequences when they mess up than the dedicated players have when they mess up. You must earn your fairness by being more like the latter instead of a player always walking on a thin line.
All right, so this is when they say that life isn't fair. All right, and you don't realize that you have to earn your fairness. Life is not just given to you, but at some point in time, it kind of is. Okay, so like if you're a dude who's like always late or like not paying attention, like whatever, and then you are the one going, "Oh, what was that, coach? I didn't hear you." The coach is gonna be like, "Go to hell. I don't care about you." Maybe he's not saying that, but he's thinking it. All right, but if you're the person like who's like trying so hard, you're focused. It's every single day. You always get stuff right. You're always caring, and then you're like, "Hey, can I get some help?" They're like, "Yeah, of course." All right, or then like you mess up and get like an F on a test, they're gonna be like, "Do you want to make it up?" They will do anything for you. And what I always hated is that I was that guy growing up, especially. I never did anything wrong, no drugs, nothing. Like I was like spotless, seriously. And then like whenever like I messed up, like let's say sixth grade, I punched a kid in the face. A guy that I still talk to this day, Devin. All right, and I gave him a black eye, and I got taken to the principal's office, and they were like, Maxine Ray, the principal, she was like, "All right, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna do anything to you because you're the school president, and I mean, you've never done anything wrong again or wrong before, so you're all good." That was it. I spent like 2 minutes in the principal's office, and then she said, "Have a nice day." Because I was like spotless. If that was another kid that was like always trash talking, always like, pulling F's in class and stuff like that, nah, he would have been in there forever, like suspended from school. When you do things at a higher level, people give you so much leeway, unless you're Will Smith for some reason. He had a kind of a perfect life. Except for West Philadelphia when he was born and raised. He used to do a little mess back then. But yeah, so make sure that like if you want some like leeway, to be that guy. So like show up early to stuff. Try extra hard. And be the player that where people give you like leniency. And you know what? Probably could have paid off for me shooting wise. All right. When I was in college. I mean if I missed a shot, it was always like a big deal. And I was like, uh-oh, let me not shoot anymore. But if I got, I don't know, like if I made more shots during practice, they would have let me go 0 for 5. And been like, keep shooting, buddy. Like that. So I mean it matters in games as well. So build up the reputation for doing things the correct way, so that when you do mess up, it's not the biggest consequence in the world. Like no one's gonna care. They're gonna be like, no. I know this guy. You're good. Have a nice day. All right. And for a guy who's been pulled over 35 times and let go like 31 times, I know a lot of it has to do with the fact that, one, they pulled me over for BS reasons. But two, I speak to the officers really, really nicely. If as soon as they pulled me over, I was like, "What you doing, copper? Screw you, copper." I don't know if anyone says that. Maybe Jesse the kid, Jesse James says that. The coppers. All right. She's a bot. She knows all. Who's a bot? Oh, your mom's a bot? I hope that's not slang for anything weird. I'm just joking. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's go with Let's go in order. Our quote of the day. Quote of the day is, "Be the best you can be." That is way too many letters. That can't be it. Way too many words. Sorry, that's not the exact quote. It can't be. Be the best you can. You can be the best you can. Oh, I guess it. Oh, yeah. Be the best you can be. Oh, it's 7. It's 7. My bad. Yes. Be the best you can be. All right. And what this is saying, of course, is, one, try your hardest. Don't lose back to that. But then two, you're not being asked to be anyone else besides yourself. All right. And now, like, you might be disappointed in like who you were. Like, why didn't God make me 8 feet tall? Like that. Okay, who cares about that stuff? All right, that's not the race in life, and you're delusional if you think that it is. All right, it's not about how far you can go. It's about how far you can go with what you were given. And if some guy is a foot away from the finish line, and you are 30 feet away from the finish line, and you two race your fastest, and you lose by an inch, and you start crying about it, you're crazy. All right? Especially if, like, with the real races, okay, that guy has like a mile to go and you have 100 miles because he's so tall. It's still a race. He still has to try hard. But you had 100 miles to go. He had a mile. And you run 50 freaking miles. You try your hardest for 50 miles. And this dude is only halfway or like less finished his 1 mile. And you ran 50 miles to his like zero point 0.4 miles. And if you keep going, you have a chance to like beat him or like tie him or like barely lose. But then you see like maybe he sped up, maybe like you're trying to like measure it and you're going, wait. If I keep running my hardest, I'm gonna lose by like a few yards. Oh no, that's not good. I'm just gonna stop now. And then you stop early. All right, looking at the birthday thing, we had a person on there. I won't mention their name, but you can look next time and rewind. But the first person up, the birthday person, just quit. All right, after they had only attended 2 workouts ever. And their brother quit too. All right, and I'm like, oh, that was fast. I mean, like, what were they thinking? They signed up, partook, and were like, I want to try hard. And then they were like, this is too hard. Or I'm not getting the results I wanted after a day or two. It's like, what are you talking about? And when people give you a chance, man, you got to appreciate the chance. And I think a lot gets lost because you're thinking, oh no, I can't be Kobe. That's not your job. Your job is just to be yourself and then make yourself the best you can possibly make it. Okay? So last analogy is, if you gave me a really, really, really nice canvas and some perfect paintbrushes and the most flawless like paint in the world, and then like, set me up with perfect lighting and everything like that, and then you gave some like real artist, because I can't draw to save my life, so some real artist just some trash piece of paper that's all wrinkled and like a freaking like magic marker, I bet you that they could draw a better painting than I could, even though I was given so much. So if you were given a crap body or like a crap like genetics, whatever, just make the most of it to prove that you're the artist. And when someone's like, why is your paper all wrinkly? His is all straight. Be like, yo, no, look carefully. I drew my ass off, man. Look at this. It's nice. And then they will look carefully and be like, you're right, man. You did so much better than this guy who had it all. All right? So please, be the best you can be. All right? You can get the same meaning without the second you. Be the best you can be. Yeah. But I don't think it quite means the same. But most times people have unfair races. The people with unfair don't try very hard. They are already down. By far, man. I say being a black guy, I always related it to this. It was like, because of the past, we start off like a couple of steps behind. We're not like a mile or 2 behind, just a couple of steps. And it's so disheartening, especially when like we feel like white people are running straight and we have hurdles. And we're told when we're growing up we have to go twice as hard to get half as much. And it's very disheartening. But for those of us that made it out, I got to tell you, man, I would not give that up. I would want to be black every single do-over, every single time. Because, like, it's just the better race. Because when you're white, like, it sucks. It does suck. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, you're like, I'm a banker. And they're like, you should be. You're white. And you're like, what? You can do no wrong. You can do no right. All right? Just same as, like, being, like, a tall person. It's like, I can try so hard, and people still say, oh, if I was tall like you, I would have made it too. And I hate that so much. It's like, dude, I can't win. But like when you come from the bottom, man, it's beautiful. Like every accomplishment, it's like yours to own, and like because you know that no one gave it to you. It's like the best feeling in the world. So I'm telling you, man, I know what it's like to be an unathletic white basketball player. I'm telling you, because of my real life. And if you have a choice between a game and life to be the one on the bottom, which one you choosing? I mean, like, dude, it's just a game. Like, practice being a black dude in America by being a white dude in basketball. There you go. So congratulations. You know what it's like. And you're not going to get shot. Probably. I mean, if you miss too many shots, you might get shot in the court. I can't lie to you, man. Fans are crazy, dude. All right. So, yes, be the best you can be. Wait, John, you're a black guy? I never knew I was black until I watched this show. And now I have a screen in front of me, and I'm like, watch out. Anyways, moving on. Our elementary school stuff. We got dribble tag, 1-on-1 efficiency wins, 5-on-5 cutthroat. That's what we're doing next time. What we're doing this time is 360 reverse layups. Oh, I might get in the action for that one. Then 1-on-2 escape. Got to get stronger at that. Especially, it's gonna feel like when you guys are in like Houston and Oakland, it's gonna feel like you're getting double teamed the whole time. All right, and it's gonna feel like that because maybe you are. Okay, and you have to probably get through it. You have to figure out a way to get through it by dribbling low and being fast, being quick, etc. All right. What we're doing, what we did last time was 3-on-2, 2-on-1. We do need to get better at that, attacking one person with two, force the situation, and then 2-on-2 lateral is our pick and roll play. So understand that as well. And then let's move on to our trivia question. Again, I go to the trivia page. And on the top of our trivia page, if you go to it, it's in the challenges section of Limitless Hoops. All right, and then if you click on the random video, you can start watching some of these videos so that you guys know what the majority of basketball lovers know. Okay, and if you know this stuff, you can have a chance to be great because you know the history of basketball. Carry with you, blah blah blah. But mostly, you can win a coin for the month. All right. Our leader this year, or this month, is the same leader as always. We got Finn Kaufman, but we have Connor Rush and Alina Wong chopping down the bits to fight at his ankles to beat him. And we're gonna see what's going on today with our next trivia question for the day. Again, I clicked on the random one. This video came up, and this is my question for the video. All right. There once was a man named Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant was his name. Kobe, one game, he scored 81 points. I want to know, which team was he playing against? That's the question, you guys. Which team was Kobe Bryant playing against when he scored 81 points? 81 being 9 times 9. 81. The most points ever scored by a guard in the history of the NBA. We know this. And that would be the person that was guarding him. The Pacers. The generals from the Pacers. Oh, man. All right, I'm going to call that a choke. There's no way. Alright, really? It's the Raptors, guys. Wait, what? The Pacers. Now, Jalen Rose, he did play for the Pacers at some point in time. Alright, it was the Raptors. It was the Raptors. So Jalen Rose, he played for the Pacers. I mean, I'll give you that kind of. If that's what you were thinking. It definitely was not the Lakers. He played for the Lakers, not the Taptors. But yes, it was against Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose was not the name of the team. It was the Raptors. And the person who got it right was, unfortunately, it was Finn Kaufman again. Dang, guys. You guys were all there. Dang. I see you, Kieran, as well. Man, oh my God. Well, he was on the Lakers. I think she just looked at the box score and guessed which team Kobe played for, maybe. Yes. Finn Kaufman won again. Can we beat this dude? Come on, he's not even in our state, you guys. All right, let's check the homework real quick. Who's posting homework? We got Limitless Hoops. Alina's triple cross repeat. Alina was struggling with that. Aiden, good job doing it. Alina, keep doing that. Listen, we had a girl in our program as an 8th grader, okay? All right, you were better than she was, but I just got to tell you about her. All right, I see you, Austin. Sophia Green is her name. I was gonna say was her name, but it's still her name to this day. And her little sister joined the program in sixth grade, Natalie, and Natalie was all in. But Sophia was just a cheerleader. Sophia decides to join our program, too. And she's like all shy and like this. And she was horrible. Then maybe after a couple of months, I just kind of nice to her, assuming she's gonna quit any day now, right? This girl starts doing some ball handling in practice. And I looked at her and I was like, what the heck? And she was doing all these drills so fast. And as she's dribbling, I was like, Sophia? She's like, yes. And I was like, have you been practicing ball handling? She's like, yes, all the time. And I'm like, I can tell you do get better. All right? And to think that you don't get better is to lie down on your back, hold your phone in the air, and drop it on your face, and assuming it's not going to hit your face. Assuming that somehow when you let go of your phone, it's going to just float in the air. Or just stop halfway. It's inevitable you're going to get better. It's just like gravity. You will get better as long as you go hard and all the time. And I see you too, Kieran, as well, man. All right, so do that. Don't drop your phone in your face. That was a horrible analogy. I'm bad with them today. All right, tomorrow's the day. You want 2 Mickey Mouse points. Oh, speaking of Mickey Mouse, don't really be out here exposing me like that. My bad, dog. Let's see. Oh yeah, you guys in the text message thread. This is a serious PSA. I don't know who was it. It was Sean, Rohit, and Aiden. Y'all, I just put my text messages on mute. I come back and there's 200 messages, dude. Y'all, what were y'all talking about? Just debating the world? You can do that. It's cool. I don't mind. But why do you have to write in fragments? Just write a paragraph and then you don't write as much. You guys are writing I blank space. Think next message. You next message. Or next message. Wrong. It was crazy. And anyone who's in on that, please tell me if you were annoyed by it as much as I was. All right, moving on to the movie of the day. The movie of the day is, they texted so much. The movie of the day is Hardball. All right, this is a beautiful movie with these little black kids with the white coach, Keanu Reeves from The Matrix. All right, and he's in love with some lady, but he coaches these kids, and some of them are problem children, some of them are cool, whatever. But he teaches them the ways of life, blah blah blah. It was a good movie. All right, seriously. It was super sad too in parts of it, and I mean seriously, it was super sad, but it was so good. All right, watch the movie Hardball. Let me think. How many stars would I give it? I'm going to give it 44 stars. 44 stars for Hardball. It was a solid movie, man. That's the 8th grade movie of the day. All right. You muted it too. Literally, my phone blew up. All right. Last thing is the picture of the day. Oh, and this is the story that I just heard KD talking about. He did it one of those interviews with Old Man in the Sea. I don't know, Old Man in the 3, sorry. I don't know when KD's going to do our show, but he needs to do it now. If he's giving out interviews, he needs to come on our show. I dare you to talk to me face to face, KD. Stop ducking me, dog. But anyways, in the show, they asked him a question that I always wanted to ask KD, man. And whenever I play video games with him, this is what I do. But I don't know why KD doesn't do it. He answered it finally. I said, KD. They said, no, they said, KD, why do you pass the ball? Why don't you ever score 60 or 70? And I thought he was going to be I'm trying to get my teammates involved, blah, 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 blah. No, he kept it real, as he always does. And he said, it's because they adjust to me during the games, but other players, they adjust after the game. So he goes, so during my games, I hit the first few shots. They come off and double team me and triple team me. And he goes, and it's really hard to score points while you're getting triple teamed. But he also said that because people are open. And he learned to see those good passes too. So he tries to play the game the right way. And he's not about scoring 60 or 70, but and they go, when
why don't you just go God mode on them like some games? And his best friend right next to him was like, I ask him that all the time, dude. If I was KD, man, I might shoot 100 shots a game. But so he's a very big person, as petty as he always is. KD has been the best player in the world for a while now, and the fact that he doesn't shoot that many shots, I commend him. But it's so crazy. I just want to see him one game. I want to see KD shoot 50 shots just to see what will happen. It's a selfish desire, but I'm a selfish fan of KD just to see what happens. All right, Finn is not there. We can having green messages. Oh yeah, Finn cannot be in the no androids. Anyway, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day, guys, is be the best you can be. You heard it from me here, folks. All right, we'll see you tonight. The workout got 5 people joining tonight. Crazy! All right, you guys. See you later. Reese's Pieces, homies.